Do you want to stand out? Do you want to be that person in your organization, in your office that is like the go-to person, the one that has all the answers, the one that, if there's an issue somewhere, people can easily, your name just keeps coming up as that person that, oh, if you meet this person, no, this issue will be solved because, they're really good at their job. I'm sure you want to be that kind of person. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me once again on my YouTube channel. Today, as always, I want to empower you, I want to encourage you, and I want to equip you with information that will get you started on your journey to building an absolutely phenomenal career, doing what you love doing and what you're good at. In the last 3 weeks, I've been talking to you on a 4-part series which I titled The 4 C's of Career Growth, and we started by looking at commitment, then we moved on to character, to courage, and today we're taking the final in that series. The final C is competence. Competence. And competence is simply what you do or how you do what you do. How good you are on the job. How efficient you are, how effective you are. So I'm going to be sharing some things with you that, will just help you to know, maybe it can serve as a check for you that, okay, let me check myself and see if I'm really competent. I see a lot of people that think that they're competent, but they're really not. I've worked with people, I've headed teams of people, and you just find that there are people that assume that they're competent or assume they know the job, and they're not. So I'm going to share with you certain things about competence, and how it can impact on you. Number one thing is that competence will make you to stand out. Competence is going to make you a valuable asset to your employers. It is, you're good at what you do. It makes it easier for you to stand out in the crowd because you're good at what you do. So it increases your job performance, it increases, the perks that you get and, other benefits that would come to you. Secondly, it impacts, like I said, impacts on your performance, and of course, let me say this before we move on. It ensures like high quality work, so it leads to recognition, it leads to promotions, it leads to increased opportunities for your career growth. So secondly, it builds trust and credibility. So competence breeds trust, and credibility among your colleagues, among your superiors, with clients. Because when people engage with someone that is competent, they know when you consistently deliver exceptional results, people have confidence in your abilities and are more likely to rely on your abilities and request you. You find that sometimes clients will come and they will say, oh, can this person be the one to handle my project? And it just simply opens doors for you because you are good at what you are. And of course, it's very likely that important projects will be brought your way. So it equips you with the ability to adapt to also changing circumstances, and industry trends. That's another thing. So as technology is changing every day, we live in a world where technology is leading the way, there are advancements, the industries are evolving and all that. So having a strong foundation of skills and competencies and knowledge, allows you to stay relevant when these changes come, which means that, of course, you're working on yourself also. As these changes are happening, you're building your competence in what you do. And it will help you to excel in your career, even in a dynamic environment where changes are inevitable, like we find ourselves, you find that you keep remaining relevant. Number 3, it breeds confidence. So that you possess the required skills and knowledge necessary to excel in your role. So you approach, even when challenges come, you can approach them with confidence and with assurance that I've got this and I can do it. So confidence is not only, it doesn't only enhance your performance, but also makes you, a more influential and respected professional. So because when you open your mouth, someone said when you open your mouth to tell the world who you are. So if you're a competent person, you open your mouth, they'll see how awesome you are. And then number 4, it helps you to expand your network. Everybody wants to hang around the person that is good. I was reading something, somebody writes up about, football in those days, how young children would play football, and they will say that the owner of the ball will decide which team you will be on. The best players are the ones that will lead the teams, and they pick, and if you're not a good player, you'll be the last that will be picked and all that. So it expands your network. You get to be that person that is picked. Being competent opens doors to networking opportunities for you. As you excel in your field, you will naturally attract like-minded individuals and industry experts who value your expertise, because they can see, so networking also can lead to valuable connections, mentorship, opportunities, and collaborations that can further enhance your career prospects. The next one also is embrace, number 5, that is embrace continuous learning. So competence, if you're a competent person, you're somebody that should ideally embrace continuous learning. Building competence is not something, a journey you arrive and I've arrived. No, successful professionals understand the importance of continuous learning and skill development, so you never stop. If you need to get a coach, get a coach. You need to get a mentor, you need to go back to school, you need to acquire a skill, you need to take an online course. Whatever you need to do, keep growing. And by staying curious and seeking new knowledge, you find that you can stay ahead. You're able to adapt when there's need to adapt to an ever changing world and the changing demands of your industry. Number 6, pursue new opportunities. So if you're competent, it allows you to explore new avenues and opportunities, and to take on diverse roles within your industry. So you're not limited. Competence makes you you explore. You don't just sit in one place. So with a strong foundation, you have a strong foundation of skill, you have knowledge. When opportunities come, when there are new openings, when there are new projects, you can easily volunteer to be there, And so what it does is that by doing that, it also leads to career advancement. It also leads to your growth. It also leads to transition, from if you want to even transition from one sector to the other, or even start out your own venture. You would have acquired enough skills and experience, because what competence does for you, people know your competence, they keep giving you more, and you keep building more, and you keep getting better, and you keep getting better. So competence truly is the cornerstone of every successful career, and it helps you to hone your skills, and to expand your knowledge, demonstrate your abilities, and then position yourself as a competent professional or as an expert, like I say, or a go-to person. I remember, let me end with a story. I think I've shared in one of my videos this story, but I just love, the whole idea behind that story. There's a man that left work and used to operate a machine. And when he left work, the machine stopped working, and they did all they could to fix it, and they couldn't. And so they were like, okay, we imported this machine from another country. Let's find out from the expatriates. Let's see if we can get them to come, and all that. And by the time they found out, they discovered that they would have to, it's going to cost a lot of money. The people are like, you have to fly people from all the way from our country to come in and do this. And then someone remembered this man that had retired, and one said, this man was quite good with this machine. Let's call him back. So they called him back. And he came, he took a look at the machine, did one or two things and just pressed a button, and wow, the thing started working. And everybody was excited. The managing director was so excited. You can imagine that he had saved them so much money. And he now tells him, oh, thank you so much. He brings out money he wanted to give him. And the man says, don't worry, sir, I'm going to send you my bill. Now I'm operating as a professional or an independent person. And then he sends in a bill of $1,000. And the CEO is angry. Why would you send me a bill? Is it not just one button, one small button? We saw you now, you press this button. And then he said, yes, $1 is for pressing the button. $999 is for knowing which button to press. So I'll end by asking you a question. Which button can you press? What do you know how to do that will make people look for you. And then finally, build your competence. Be good at what you do. That's the best I can say. Be good at what you do. The jobs will keep coming after you. Opportunities will come after you. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in my next video next week. Bye-bye.